Americans voted for Trump. You're finally getting the recession that you voted for. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to all get exactly what you voted for. If you didn't vote for Trump, I'm so sorry if this is happening genuinely. But if you voted for Trump, you must be thrilled today. You must be thrilled. Egg prices are not down yet. Grocery bills aren't down yet. You are losing your social security. You're losing any kind of support you have from the government. But the recession's coming. And you guys are going to crumble. Not only your own economy, the worst out of everyone's, but also the world's economy. How exciting is that for you? You're also losing allies left, right, and center. Isn't that so thrilling? I'm really glad that you were so racist and transphobic and misogynistic and, quite frankly, insecure and sad in your own little lives. You have to take your hate out on other people, and you cause a recession for yourself. Happy
Trump supporter. I don't know how long I can keep doing this.
You should have stopped years ago, but continue.
I have a construction company, and not a fucking thing is getting done.
So here we are, in the midst of the consequences of our own actions. Got it. Continue.
This is what I get.
Yes.
This is what I fucking get. Nothing but white boys. Takes 4 days to do a one-day job. I might have fucked up.
You might have fucked up? No, you 100% fucked up. But the sad thing is, the sad and horrible thing is that you only think you fucked up because it's directly affecting you. You don't care about the millions of other people that it's affecting in the United States. This is 100% what you get when you ignore that he's a felon. When you ignore when he said, grab her by the you-know-what. When you ignore that he is liable for sexual assault. When you ignore that he has done scams and he says racist, horrible, homophobic things. This is what you get. Because the racism was there in his language all the time. You could hear him speak his racism every single day, and you chose to ignore it. So yeah, this is what you have to deal with. And it doesn't matter which race we're talking about. Donald Trump only wants white people in this country, and you ignored that. So yeah, you're dealing with it.
Over 100 Trump supporters in West Virginia lost their jobs directly because of Donald Trump's policies, and they're saying they feel betrayed. Now, this is in Parkersburg, West Virginia, where there is a Treasury Department building, and over 125 people lost their jobs because of the cuts made by DOGE. Listen to what one person said.
Jennifer Pickett voted for Trump in the November election. Then in February, she was fired from her civil service job.
Absolutely, I feel a little bit betrayed.
She was among more than 100.
Yeah, I feel a little bit betrayed. She voted for Donald Trump 3 times. In fact, Parkersburg overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump, and so did West Virginia by 70%. Now, the Democrats need to highlight this story. They need to go there. They're not going to win over the people of West Virginia, but they certainly need to highlight this story. This story can't just be told by me. The Democrats need to make this a national story, that there's so many people that are finding out that didn't think they would find out by voting for Donald Trump. But I do want to say to the people of West Virginia, welcome to the Find Out stage.
Things were affecting others until it affected me. Am I proud of that? No. We live in a very cruel world, and sometimes the only way to survive is by being selfish. We are all just out here trying to survive as best we can. And although we may have good intentions and we may be empathetic and we may be compassionate, we will always put ourselves first because we have to survive. And if that means making a mistake in my vote or maybe putting my trust in the wrong person like I did, then that's what it means. I will always put the betterment of my family and vote in ways that I think will help my family above anyone else.
Here's the problem with voting for your self-interest. I understand Maslow's hierarchy of needs. When you're on the bottom and none of your needs are fulfilled, you can only think of yourself. But here's the problem with that, is you voted for your self-interest. So did everybody else in the Republican Party. Think about that for a minute. You voted for your self-interest, but you don't have anything. Like, you don't have anything. Like, that's what it is. But other people, rich people, they have a lot. So, of course, they're going to vote for their self-interest because they have something. You don't. You need the tribe, right? The socialized healthcare, the socialized dental care. schools, firefighters, police officers, all socialized systems. Is it clicking yet? You voted against the tribe. You know, humans didn't make it on their own. We always existed in a tribe, taking care of each other. You could only take care of yourself if you have something. And you don't have
So MAGA
shit.
convinced themselves when they voted that Trump was their champion. They thought by siding with him, they were securing their future. All that thought. Hi beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by, supporting me on this channel. All credit goes to the creators in these videos. Guys, MAGA thought they were protecting their families. They felt they were striking back at the system that they felt has left them behind. But the reality is that each and every step of the way, they were voting against their tribe, just as this man said. They chose division over their community. They chose separation. They chose anger over unity. And the sad part is that they believed hook, line, and sinker all the promises that Trump made to them. I mean, he's keeping his promises, okay, but not in the way they expected. And I wonder why, because everything he said he was going to do, that is what he's doing. So I'm just wondering why they are not enjoying it. They ignored all the warnings. And with all the pride in their hearts, they brought down the very protection and support that once kept them afloat. The very protection that kept them in line. The very communities that they were supposed to side with. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And let's see what these creators have to say, because they sure do have a lot to share.
This Trump supporter in Washington, D.C. is finding out the hard way. David Barnes is homeless in the nation's capital. He voted for Donald Trump and says he would do it again. If you're homeless, why would you vote for Donald Trump again? He says because Trump promised to make D.C. pristine and beautiful. And now, thanks to his own vote, he's sleeping on the sidewalk. Again. Because police tossed out his tent. He had 2 of them, and now they're both gone. David went on to say, Trump and his presidency has taken away 2, not 1, 2 of my tents. Imagine voting for the guy that throws your house in the trash, and then you say you'd vote for that again. And I thought we were the ones with Trump derangement syndrome. This guy watched police that Trump brought in directly throw away not 1 but 2 of his houses. And he said, I'd vote for that again. This week, city workers and cops acting on Trump's orders took out homeless encampments all over D.C., which included both of Barnes's tents in Washington Circle. And the messed up part is they didn't just throw away his tents, they also threw away everything inside them too. Now don't get me wrong, I don't think anyone that's homeless or unhoused should have any of their stuff thrown away. But when you say you would vote again for the guy that literally threw away all of your possessions, it's a little hard to have any sympathy for you. David helped elect a man who sees his life as nothing but an eyesore and garbage to clean up. David thought he was one of the good ones.
Fucking lying.
All right, so I voted for Trump, and this Epstein thing is just insane. But I think it's showing us one thing, and that's our country is unified for the first time in a long time. And I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, we all know this administration is guilty. So I guess that's a good thing, and maybe we can unite around this and move forward.
Y'all know he on that fucking Epstein list. Y'all been heard him say that Epstein is a terrific guy and that he's fun to be around and that they both like beautiful women, and he heard that he like them young too. Y'all been heard him bragging about essaying women. Y'all been heard him talking about how if his daughter wasn't his daughter, that he would date her. After COVID, after 34 felonies, now y'all want to say something? Now y'all want to start throwing away y'all flags and y'all shirts and y'all hats? Now y'all want to be doing that? After every fucking thing this man has done. After everything we know about this man. It took them not releasing the Epstein list for y'all to start turning on this man and opening.
I keep seeing video of MAGA saying that they regret their vote. And at first, I was actually a little hopeful. But then I listened longer and then realized, oh, you're not mad that other people got hurt. You're just mad because it didn't play out the way you had imagined. You didn't care when families were separated, when your LGBTQ neighbors lost their rights, when people unalived because of inadequate health care, and when entire communities are criminalized just for existing. Now you're mad because the Epstein files didn't drop and you didn't get your liberal takedown that you have been drooling over. Your favorite conspiracy didn't give you the satisfaction that you were promised, and now you're all like, that's not what I voted for. You weren't seeking justice, you were seeking revenge, and you feel cheated. I have seen maybe a couple people actually challenge their beliefs, but most are still fully on board with the cruelty. Still completely fucking warped in their thinking. Regret isn't about the damage done to others, it's about you not getting the win that you thought you would. So yeah, regret is a start. But if it doesn't lead to empathy, accountability, and actual change, it's just another tantrum dressed in a different outfit.
A tantrum dressed in a different outfit, which means it's not real, right? Whatever it is they are saying that they are regretting, or now they are realizing this and that, they are finding out the hard way, it's just frustration and resentment because of the policies that are directly affecting them, and is probably just disguised to look legitimate because now the consequences are here. All the safety nets that they mocked are gone, okay? The communities they abandoned have moved on without them, and that power that they thought they had gained, it has turned out to be FAFO, and now they have nothing to show for it, because this, to an extent, was not just about politics. It's about betrayal of your own very interests, because many of them cut themselves off from the tribe that would have carried them forward, and now they're alone, drowning in shame and self-pity, and even the tribe they cut themselves off are not even willing to accept them, okay, because they all thought they were making a stand. And now they are learning I'm sure this is the hardest lesson of their entire life, that when you vote against your own, you lose every single thing, because now they are finding out the hard way. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you have to say about this particular topic. And if you have found value, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.